The bar is slowly filling up, very slowly, but it's moving.
Way back in 2020, turned the clock.
Here we go. Okay. So, hello, everybody. If you can see us, we're doing a beta test right now of going live on YouTube. We've never done it before. I'm speaking with Jason and with Matt. Say hello, you guys.
Hey
Hello.
everyone.
Okay.
Hi.
Matt, are you monitoring the
Yeah,
channel on YouTube to see if anybody's listening and if
it's
there's
it
any
works.
comments
Well,
or questions?
It
I
works.
have the live page up, but nothing is, no, there are no videos where it says live.
And Jason, what about you?
I see us perfectly on my phone from the channel
Okay.
as if I'm of yours. So
And
everything.
and can other people see us?
Ah, here we go. I got it.
Yeah, yeah.
The live page up, but nothing. Yes.
How many are there viewers? Is there a viewer?
Technically me,
No,
not
Okay.
yet. Two watching.
not yet. It has like, yeah, me and Jason.
Okay. I am on our channel. I do not see anything. I don't know why you do and I don't.
You're on the phone?
Oh, no. Yeah, I'm on my phone. On Israel News Talk Radio on YouTube, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's where I should be.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I'm scrolling down. I just see videos that we have. I don't know why I am. Oh, here. Now I see. Okay. Now I see. 3 watching. So we just started now. So, hi, everybody. If you're watching, we're doing a beta test. We're trying to go live on YouTube just to test it to see. Maybe we'll do some live shows here sometimes. This way we can have more of your participation in, where you can leave comments or ask us questions to ask our guests or to comment on if you have anything. Or if you want to comment, maybe we can comment on your comments. Matt, Jason, go
Yeah.
ahead. Take the wheel.
Well, good. Everything works. We're good to go.
Okay, so we need to if I'm Israel
I'm
High could
Yisrael
leave
Chai
just a hi or
770 said
something
cool.
so we can see
Mm-hmm.
this works, that would be great too.
Right?
Okay, sent a heart 100%. Thank you. Okay. All right. So Jason, you're the driver here. Why don't
I'm
you tell
Yisrael
us?
Chai. Hey, I'm Yisrael Chai. Sorry.
We're good, Tamar. So yeah, I mean, anytime you want to do a live, just follow exactly what you just did, and we're off to the races.
Okay, let's talk a little bit. Let's have some token though to this because maybe more people
Sure.
will join also,
Yes, sir.
and then we can get more listener participation and then really get some experience doing this. Uh,
Jason got suckered into doing a show with you.
She's sucking me in.
I
That's
want
fine.
to know, where does it say on the YouTube how many people are listening?
How many people are listening or watching?
On the bottom left? On the bottom left, I
I see
think.
at the bottom. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we're here in all of us are here in Israel. It's just about 4 p.m. Israel time on Thursday, and there's a lot of news going on as usual, especially for here in Israel. How's the war been treating all of you? You are both up north in Israel, so go ahead.
Well, I could tell you. I mean, look. When That's a bit of an open-ended question right now because I mean, I could. Do you mean like when October 7th started? Since October 7th, or
How's the war
now?
been treating all of you? Sorry. You are both up. Okay,
That's the
go
deal.
ahead.
Yeah, I mean, look, ever since October 7th itself, I'll never forget. I was in synagogue, and it was Simchat Torah as far as I cared about, right? And like anybody else, I was just davening in shul, praying in shul for those who don't know what that means. And around 8, 9 o'clock, all of a sudden, my wife walks into the synagogue, and which I found very kind of weird. Like, what are you like? She wasn't even really dressed for synagogue. Like she didn't intend on coming, but she walks inside and she says, "Jason, come here. I have to talk to you." So I go out towards the back to meet her, and she's like, "There's terrorists all over Israel," and nobody had at that point, nobody had any idea what was going on.
How
And
did she find out then?
I think through her mother called her, and then obviously, she put the news on, and then and whatnot. But yeah, we had no idea. We had everyone heard all these rumors. It was at the beginning, it was like all these rumors are going on, and then the rabbi basically said, "Well, what are we going to do? We just keep going." So we just kept praying in synagogue. The life, at that time, and then when services were over, we saw people outside in their buildings on their balconies telling us, yeah, there's something happened, some etc., and there's an infiltration, and there could be whatnot, terrorists here in the north. We didn't know, and then we were all told to hunker down in our condos. So I ran back to our condo. We shut all our blinds in our windows. Everybody on the street, all the blinds were shut, and everyone was saying, yeah, there. And then we heard this rumor that here in Haifa, they were coming in on paragliders, and like literally, and that was already evening time. We were still getting rumors of what was going on. Like it was all day long. Like for us in the north, that's what it was.
But you didn't get any sirens at all?
In the north, no,
Hmm.
not that I remember.
Okay. Matt,
Well, first of all, I'll tell you, we live in Pardes Hana. So Pardes
tell
Hana
people where
was
that is. Yeah.
Pardes Hana is they call it the north. It's like north central. It's near Hadera, Caesarea, Zichron Yaakov, 30 minutes south of Haifa. Okay, like we had like some like divine protection. We had fewer sirens than I think the only other place that had fewer sirens was Mitzvah Ramon, which is like way down south in the desert. Um, but you know, man, life as we knew it, like still, I'm a tour guide, so I'm out of work. But it's like everybody. There's a lot of businesses that are just closed now because the reservists who used to own it, So Partisana, even though we were spared a lot of the trauma of the sirens and the repeated, trips to the shelters, it's like kind of strange because you're living in this little enclave and like life almost seems normal. So
Right.
it's weird. And I'll be honest with you, I stopped watching the news because I just put my trust in Hashem. Me keeping up with the news serves no purpose other than to like get myself frustrated or upset because you know. Uh, but it's crazy, and Jason's experience on October 7th, 2023, 6:30 in the morning. I remember it, man. I remember it. 6:30 in the morning. Get up to go to the restroom, and I hear helicopters. And for anybody who's listening, in Israel, you will not hear military aircraft on the Sabbath day unless there's a problem and a need for the military aircraft. So I hear helicopters, and I figure, probably just another Gaza flare up. Probably sending some helicopters down because the knucklehead sent some rockets over. I go back to bed, and I don't know how, it wasn't that much later. My son, who's of military age, uh, knocks on our door, man, and we're like, "What's he doing up?" And he had seen a ghost, like he was white. We're at war. What are you talking about? We're at war. We're being invaded in the south. What are you talking about? And he starts showing me like Telegram videos. For our people who don't know, Telegram's a social media, like a messaging app, and it's kind of unfiltered, and you can get video and news stories. I saw things on Telegram I will never be able to unsee. And it was
Hmm.
just like
Right.
my kid was in uniform. I was driving him to his base that night. It was like, and my other son, my older son, was supposed to leave for America, and like the very next morning, we wound up driving him in the middle of the night to Tel Aviv to get his bag and his passport. He didn't want to like take a train to Tel Aviv because he was afraid no one knew where the infiltrations were. And so we drove. So I drove my son to his base up north. Then I drove to Tel Aviv to my kid's apartment, then to Ben Gurion Airport, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning.
Mhm.
No one on the highways until it was so creepy. No one was on the road except for the occasional checkpoint for the authorities just to make sure that Yeah. Man, oh man.
Right,
I haven't even thought about this for a long time until Jason brought it up. Thanks, Jason.
right. Yeah. And then after that, I mean, it was also a conversation of for us over here. Once we knew what was going on and saw the videos and all that, and start to process the whole thing, it was also the conversation was, can people get in and out of the country? That became a big thing with the airport shutting down and all this stuff. So yeah, it was what can you say?
Yeah, I was in my tour guide class, and my tour guide class was supposed to end November, mid-November 2023. And my course instructor lived on Yad Mordechai, and for our listeners, that's one of the Gaza envelope kibbutzes. So, I mean, thank God he and his family made it out of there alive. Um, and crazy stories they have to share. So basically, my class wound up ending. I don't know what, a month and a half early. It was man, crazy times, and we're still at it.
Yeah,
We're still at it after 3 years. We haven't defeated Hamas. We
no,
haven't defeated Hezbollah. We
no,
haven't defeated Iran. We haven't
no,
defeated the Houthim.
no,
And we haven't taken out the threat that's in Judea and Samaria, here
no.
inside the heartland of
That's
Israel.
a scary one.
That's a big problem. You know, they're
That's a big
trying
one.
to. Well, they've approved all these new communities out in Judea and Samaria, and you know that's how you hold the land. And by the way, I was talking to my wife about this. One of the coolest things about Israel, right? So how do we hold the land? We build communities, and I just think that's unique in a way, right? So we're the front. We, the Israelis, are the front line. Right now, they want to have. They want to build a bunch of communities on the Jordanian border. That's Israel's largest, longest border, really unprotected. You could cross that so easily. Anyway, so thank God we have a government at least now that's approving those communities.
The
But it's good on one hand to approve those communities, but nevertheless, at the same time, we need to change our mentality from IDF to IOF and escort
yeah,
these invader, these Arab
Colonialists.
colonialists out the door. Goodbye. They need to
yeah.
go. Bring back Rav Kahan if we can immediately. You know, um, that's I say Lenny Goldberg for PM.
So there was an article that was published. I'm going to see if I can maybe interview the author. Was talking about we have to the time has come to establish victory as a fundamental value in the spirit of the IDF. And basically, she's a professor at Ariel University, I believe, and the like the not the prospect, but like like the list of army values and goals
Mhm.
uh are listed, and it doesn't talk specifically about victory. It talks more about
Right,
containment, right? Your
right.
job as a soldier is to protect the people of Israel and to basically something like to contain the terror. I'm trying to find it here exactly.
Who wrote it?
Uh
So you know, so there was
We have
what
us.
was it? It was like an American. It was an American NGO. Maybe it was the Middle East Forum. I think it was, and they had this thing they tried to start in the Congress called the Victory Caucus, and basically trying to get the Israelis to embrace the concept of victory because right there's like negotiated pieces aren't lasting. It's not a peace. It's just delaying the next war. You have to have victory. And so there was, and they really, I don't know what ever happened to it. I guess because the Israelis didn't buy into it.
You know, also the question is, what does victory mean? I think victory means different things for different people. Also, you know, for me, victory means the destruction of our enemies, um, the liberation of our land, and the annexation of our land and settling our land. That to me is victory at the minimum, where we come in and we say, this is our ground, this is our land, every inch of it belongs to us, and we fortify ourselves upon every inch as in a maximum way as possible. Um, and I mean, we start with that. Um, for some people, it's like 50% of that, where um, I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of like this idea where, like I tell my daughter, in life, you're climbing up a mountain and you have to keep climbing. You can't stop, kind of thing, because the second you stop, you automatically slip backwards. And that's the whole issue of being a Jew living in Israel, is that if we are not continuously climbing this mountain and expanding our settlement in our land, then by default we're going to start slipping backwards, and you'll have like an issue like Gush Katif, right, where we slipped backwards, and then because of that, you end up with October 7th, right? So it needs to be a continual growth of people, of more aliyah, number one. Number two, we need to have a lot more babies. I've said it, right? And
I'm out of that
and
game. Sorry, Pat.
yeah, I know. And yeah, I mean, and we just have to just keep growing, etc. And yeah, keep. I like what Smotrich has been doing lately. I know he's been good at, like you said, like getting settlements going. So that's how I see it.
All right, so here's a problem. So, as a tour guide, I always love to take people to Gush Etzion, Hebron, to the Shomron, to the
Mhm.
Samaria area, go out to Shiloh. Um, you know, on your way down to the Dead Sea, you go through beautiful parts of the Binyamin region. So I have my family was here, have an Israeli friend, guy's like a solid like right winger. He said to my brother, I was taking my family out to Gush Etzion for a day, and he said to my brother, "What are you going to Gush Etzion for? What are you crazy?" And my brother asked me about it. I'm like, "Don't worry about it. He's Israeli. Israelis don't go out there because they're afraid. They read the news. So even
Mhm.
Israelis who think we belong out there won't go out there and visit there. The only people that go out there are basically, the people that live out there. I'm sure there are some
Yeah.
people. I don't want to.
Mhm.
I know I'm generalizing, but there's giant swaths of Israelis who have never been, who are afraid to go.
Right.
I can't tell you how many people I met, Israelis who have never been, who think I'm crazy.
Right. I think it starts with the leadership. And if the leadership has a mentality of the sin of the spies, that we're grasshoppers, then it starts to trickle down, you know?
I was muted and I muted myself and I forgot. But some Israelis don't even go to Jerusalem. People in Tel Aviv, they won't even go
Yep,
to Jerusalem.
yep.
So
In my
that's
tour guide
crazy.
class, there were Tel Avivians. When we hit Jerusalem for our Jerusalem days, we'd be like, "I've never been here." I'm like, how do you what? You're an
They grew up
hour and
here.
10-minute
Yeah,
train. They grew
Wow.
up here.
yeah, yeah. So,
Crazy.
I want to ask our listeners, whoever's viewing right now, we're doing a beta test right now, going live on YouTube, and if you can just send us a comment, even just saying hi in the comments, we just want to make sure that everything's working and that we know to see it when they come up, to see how long it takes us to respond, because we really do want to do something that's more interactive with you listeners, where we can take your questions to ask a guest that we have on, and or just to get your comments and maybe comment on your comment. So if you are watching, if you can just put something even just like hi or shalom, or how about this, shalom y'all, shalom y'all, in the comment section, that'll help us a lot. I found the section here in this article. Let me just give out, it's midah.org.il, and it is an article entitled, well, it's in Hebrew, so you'll have to click if you don't read Hebrew and put on English translate, but the time has come to establish victory as a fundamental value in the spirit
Hmm.
of the IDF. And they're saying here that in the like the protocol or the guidelines here, it's they're writing here, therefore it seems that the debate over the value of victory in the IDF spirit document is not a debate over a military outcome, but rather over is the army allowed to set a clear and appropriate goal, the question for its soldiers. It's not, again, this is translated into English, so it's not so smooth. After all, if you say to a soldier, the purpose of warfare is conflict management,
Yeah.
containment, damage reduction,
Right.
this can be very important considerations, but they're not necessarily an inspiring goal. In
Right.
contrast, the following formulation is of a completely different type. And it says here, defending the country and defeat the enemy. We are never allowed to defeat the enemy. And I will give you a personal story now. My son, right at this moment, is in Lebanon. And I was talking to his buddies, his army brothers, who are with him, and I was asking them, do you I mean, how do you feel about going back into Lebanon, especially now after Trump has his plan and he's pressing Israel to make concessions and to pull back, etc. And he said to me, this one guy, he said, I've already conquered this. We already conquered this area, and then we had to give it back because they wanted to make a ceasefire and et cetera, et cetera. And then we did it again. And now we're here again. We're going to be here again, the same place. And I have to tell you, their morale is very, very low right now because
Hmm.
they feel like the government doesn't have their back and that the government is wishy-washy and that it's still going to be perhaps the same standard procedure, taking territory, getting them to the negotiating table, getting them to say that they're going to disarm or move back the Hezbollah. Then we move out, and then the same thing happens. Wash, rinse, repeat. So that's
Hmm.
the situation that we're in right now. I'm praying for the safety of all of our soldiers, my son, of course, as well, but of all the soldiers because they are there for each other. They're not going back really right now because these are reservists. My son, who's in there, is 35 years old. And they are going there not because, yes, we know we want to defend the state and we want to whatever. They're going in
No.
there because if God forbid one of their friends is killed, they will not forgive themselves that they weren't there to help out, and maybe because they weren't there, one of their friends got killed or injured or whatever. And one of these soldiers there also came up to me and said, I trust my life with your son. And that was like, I mean, how many people hear something like that in their lifetime,
I
it's
got
very good.
to.
Go ahead.
Right.
No, I'm just saying my son is a sharpshooter. He's like the point person for he's infantry. And
Mm-hmm.
when he got out of Lebanon from the invasion, my son was named Mitzdayan, which
Mm-hmm.
is
The
most
best
valuable
soldier.
player.
Yeah.
It's like the best soldier for the
Yeah.
invasion of Lebanon. And I had soldiers that he served with come up to me, like with him not even around, and tell me how him being on point made them feel safe.
Mm-hmm.
And like I was like, you know, right?
Yeah.
It's like amazing,
Reality.
the
Reality hit.
reality and the pride that that to know your son is like, um, like a
One of the
brave
warriors
warrior,
for
as a
Israel. Yeah.
warrior, you know.
And if not for them, they would be, God forbid, inside of our communities, raping, pillaging, killing, kidnapping, slaughtering, what they're
So
good at doing.
all of those soldiers that served with my son, right? Many of my sons, they live all over. Some live in the Shomron, some live in Yerushalayim, some live in the Merkaz, and they're all up there, and they're knowing that they are literally protecting their families, which is, I think, different than like an American standing army that gets sent abroad. You know, here they literally are the front line. How crazy is it? You drive your son back when he has leave. You drive your son an hour and 15 minutes, and he's back in the front line.
Hmm.
Do you know what I mean?
Surreal.
It's
Yeah.
like
Interesting.
surreal.
For anybody who just tuned in, we are doing a beta test right now. That's just basically casual chat, what we're doing now, because we want to test out the system. So if you're listening, if you can leave us a comment in the comment
I've been
section.
unable to, by the way. I've been trying to. I have it up on my phone, and it's like it says, I don't know.
Really?
Yeah. Every time
Okay,
it says, "Oh, create a channel to join the chat," I can't basically, and then I click on it. It says unknown error. So I don't know how Ami Israel High 770 did it. Maybe I'm just a technical. Um, I
I'm
don't want to
going to
use a
put in
bad
a hi for
word.
my private account. And let's see if that went in. Ah, here, somebody wrote here, Amiel Cohen, thank you for putting in test. And
Oh, Tamar, how did you do that? I can't.
I did it through my phone.
All right. Mine is clearly
Yeah.
operator error. Okay.
Tamari, when you went through the options to go live through YouTube using Zoom, did it give you at the same time options to do live as well through other social media
It
like
gave me either or. It gave me Facebook or YouTube or some other thing I'm not familiar
it
with.
didn't give you both at the same time?
No, but I thought that I think that maybe it could be done because I attend a class on
Mhm.
Zoom and she puts it on everything. But can all of you just one more time again put in just a even just a happy face something into the chat so we can see how long it takes. There it goes, 100%. Because we want to be able to do more interactive programs with you where you can actually be more part of the show to instantly ask a question so we can ask it to our guests, and or if you have a strong comment, maybe we can read that out over the program and then even respond to it. So if you all can just do that, it would help us a lot. And if also, by the way, I'll just put out here, if you have any ideas for shows that you would like, or you are someone that you think you have something to say that you want to be interviewed, give us you can just write us. I can give out the email info at israelnewstalkradio.com. Don't send us a message on the YouTube because we don't get to that as often. It'll be delayed. So if you email us, that we'll see very quickly, hopefully. And that's info at israelnewstalkradio.com. And you can mail us your comments or suggestions for the station, what you would like to see more of, what you would like to see less of. And again, this is a beta test, what we're doing right now, um, just testing out the system. You guys want to jump in?
I'm still trying to figure out how to use my stupid phone.
Yeah,
That's
so
because
I'm,
we're,
I'm an analog guy living in a digital world, you know?
yeah, right. Exactly. I was gonna say that's because we're over 60, but Jason is not over 60, so I can't say that.
yeah.
No, I
Uh,
am 60, so I guess technically I'm over, but, you know.
yes. Yeah.
I was the last generation, I kid you not, I was the last generation that could get out of college without having to take a computer class. I typed term papers on a typewriter, an electric
Yeah, well,
typewriter. I mean, my college was
today people
before
don't
word
even write term
processing,
papers. They just have Chat GPT write it for them.
right? I'm a total dinosaur. I remember when I was in high school, we had computer programming in high school, but they were mainframes in the basement. You know, like giant vacuum tube, like things as big as a car. And my
Right.
father, may he rest in peace, would say, "Son, you need to learn computers because one day everybody's going to have one in their house." And I laughed at him like, "What an idiot! How are you putting this in your house?" And I never took it seriously. Now look,
Okay.
I can't even use Google.
Okay, so I guess we can end it here unless there's something else you wanted to talk about until we get some more viewers, and then we can ask them to also just send us your comments in there so we can see and so we can make our video shows and our radio shows more interactive with you. Go ahead. Anyone? Matt? Jason?
We're good. We're good. I think the next
I'm
step is to
great.
see how we could expand this on not just YouTube, but Facebook and Instagram, etc.
At the same time.
Yeah, at the same time.
Okay.
So we'll,
Well,
we'll,
we'll
we'll
be
work
working on
on that
that.
next. Yeah.
Yeah, and if any of you are tech gurus out there and you want to volunteer and help us out, we'll appreciate that as well.
Wear
All
my
right.
sorry rear end away. Tomorrow, lots of luck with this. I hope it works out.
Yeah, well, we're waiting for your show.
I know. I know.
I'm trying to get Matt to do a show. He's a tour guide, and there's so much history
There's so much. There is
instead
so
of
much.
just
That's a problem. Where do you
politics,
begin? There's so
history.
much. I don't know how to begin. I get
Because
overwhelmed, you know?
I'll help you. I'll walk you through it. I build
Right.
programs with people. I help people make their own shows, and then I
Right.
let them
So, like,
loose.
my
I'm not a
ADD is so
micromanager, just
bad.
know that.
My ADD is so bad. Do you remember what was that cartoon in the Sunday paper, Family Circus?
Yeah.
Right, where the kid would be going all over. That's me. I sit down to
Uh-huh.
do one thing and I'm like, "Meh," and at the end of the day, I
My
accomplish
favorite,
very
I
little.
used to like The Far Side with what was it, Greg Larson? Was that his name? The Far Side?
Something Larson.
I remember before we go, just I'll share this one. It was a comic, right? That you had two squares, one on the top, one on the bottom. And in the first one, you see the owner sitting on his sofa in the living room, and his dog is sitting in front of him, and he's going, Ginger, now don't you do that again, Ginger. Next time you do that, Ginger, I'm going to punish you. I'm going to put you outside. Ginger, you hear me, Ginger? Don't ever do that again. And then it had the bottom one says what the dog hears. Blah, 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 Ginger. Blah, 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 Ginger. Blah, 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 Ginger. Loved it. Okay, everybody, thanks a lot. And if you watch this afterwards, please, please, please share your comments with us, ideas, suggestions. We want to hear from you. We want to connect with you better. That's why we're doing this. So yeah, please leave your comments in the comments, and let's hear what you have to say, and yeah, we'll get that input hopefully. Thank you, Jason, and thank you, Matt, and thank you all.
Good seeing you.